Red Door Shield. Secure everything.
I talk to small business owners every week, and almost every single one of them believes at least one thing about their cybersecurity that is completely wrong. Not because they are careless, because nobody ever corrected them. Today, I'm going to go through the three biggest cybersecurity myths I hear from business owners. If you believe any of these, this video could be the most important 7 minutes you spend on your business this year. Here is something I have learned after 17 years in this industry. A business owner who knows nothing about cybersecurity is actually easier to protect than one who thinks they already have it covered. Because the one who thinks they are covered stops looking. They stop asking questions. They stop updating their setup. They stop being curious. And that is exactly the opening a cyber criminal needs. The most dangerous place a business can be is the place where the owner says, "We already took care of that." So let's look at the three beliefs that create that blind spot. This is the one I hear most often. A business owner tells me, "Tony, we are a 12-person accounting firm. Why would anyone come after us?" And I understand the logic. Hackers want the big score. Go after the bank, go after the hospital, go after the corporation. That used to be true. 43% of all cyber attacks now target small businesses. Not because criminals suddenly care less about big payouts, because artificial intelligence changed the economics of cybercrime entirely. Today, a single attacker with the right tools can run thousands of attacks simultaneously. They are not sitting in a room picking targets. They are running automated scans across the entire internet looking for the easiest doors to walk through. And a small business with light security is one of the easiest doors there is. Size does not protect you. In fact, being small works against you because you have real data, real money, and far less protection than the big companies they used to target. I want to be clear about something before I address this one. If you have antivirus, that is a good thing. It is not nothing. It is a real layer of protection, but it is one layer, and today, one layer is not enough. Here is the analogy I use. Antivirus is like locking your front door. A locked front door is smart, but if your windows are open, your back door is unlocked, and you have no alarm system, a locked front door does not mean your home is secure. Modern antivirus catches roughly 40 to 60% of today's cyber threats. That sounds decent until you think about it from the other direction. That means 40 to 60% of threats can walk right past it. The threats antivirus misses are not minor ones. They include phishing attacks that steal passwords, business email compromise that redirects your money, ransomware delivered through legitimate-looking attachments, and zero-day exploits that have never been seen before. Real protection in 2026 requires monitoring your network in real time, securing your email environment, managing who has access to what, watching for credential theft, and having someone ready to respond if something gets through. Antivirus is part of that picture. It is not the whole picture. This might be the most important myth I am going to address today, because it involves someone you trust. Most small businesses have someone who handles their technology. Maybe it is a managed service provider. Maybe it is a freelancer. Maybe it is someone on staff. And that person does valuable work. They keep your systems running. They handle your software. They fix things when they break. But there is a difference between keeping technology running and keeping a business secure. Here is an analogy. A general contractor can build you a house. They can make sure the plumbing works, the electrical is right, and the roof does not leak. But if you want a security system, you call a security company. That is a different specialty, different tools, different training, different mindset. A general IT provider is focused on uptime and functionality. A cybersecurity program is focused on threat detection, compliance, incident response, and continuous monitoring. The tools are different. The training is different. The mindset is completely different. I am not telling you to fire your IT person. I am telling you that relying on them alone to handle your security is like relying on your general contractor to also run your alarm monitoring center. They might be great at their job. It is just not the same job. Here is what I notice underneath all three of these myths. Every single one of them is a reason to stop thinking about the problem. We are too small, so we do not need to worry. We have antivirus, so we are covered. Our IT person handles it, so it is someone else's job. Each one creates a story that makes it feel okay to move on and focus on something else. And I understand that. You have a business to run. You have clients and payroll and 1,000 things competing for your attention. But here is what I know from 17 years of doing this work. The business owners who get hit are almost never the careless ones. They are the ones who genuinely believed one of these three things. They were not negligent, they were operating on incomplete information. That is what this channel is here to change. Next week, I am going to start walking you through what an actual cybersecurity setup looks like for a small business. Not the technical version, the plain English version. The version that makes sense to a business owner who is not a security expert and does not want to be one. But if any of what I shared today resonated, if you found yourself nodding along or thinking, wait, that sounds like us, there is one simple next step. Book a free business security assessment with my team. It is a real conversation, not a sales call. We look at your setup, we tell you honestly what you have and what you are missing, and you walk away knowing exactly where your business stands. No obligation, no pressure, just clarity. The link is in the description. And subscribe so you do not miss what is coming next. Because the next video is the one most business owners tell me they wish they had seen years ago.
Stop hoping. Start knowing.